What up, anime enthusiasts? Are you tired of watching boring anime and you've got no idea to watch in quarantine, thinking you've watched all the good mainstream ones? Well, we've got your back. In today's list, we're counting down 20 non-mainstream anime that you probably haven't watched. Keep in mind that since these anime aren't mainstream, they aren't masterpieces by any means, but they're underrated and good enough to keep you glued to the screen during quarantine.
𝐜𝐴誰だ
Fox Spirit Matchmaker. The first anime on my list is Fox Spirit Matchmaker. This anime takes place in a world where demons and humans can coexist and can fall in love with each other, with one considerable consequence being that the lifespan of humans is far shorter than that of the demons. So demons would often have to live most of their lives in loneliness, since they could live for thousands of years. One way for a human and demon to continue their love even after one of them dies is for both of them to make a pledge of love and have a memento to use as a magical vessel. However, there is one con to this idea, and it's that the humans that are reincarnated are unable to recall their past life. To a lover, this would feel like reincarnating a human, but not the person they love as our past, and the decision we make are the things that define us as a person. A Fox Spirit Matchmaker's job is to revive the memories of the reincarnated humans, and follows the stories of the tale of 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬𝐭, who's a fox spirit that aspires to be a matchmaker. On his journey, he helps humans reunite with their past loved ones, all while learning things from his past and growing as a character. This anime manages to tackle some severe themes with proper execution and balances it with some good comedy, and that's why it makes it to our list.
100分の1 AIRC ハイグレードモデル絶賛発売中。ヒーローは君だ。
ヒーローか。
Hero Man. Next up on my list is a one-of-a-kind action anime. Hero Man was actually just a broken toy named He-Boy until a bolt of lightning came from the sky and gave it superpowers. He uses his fist of justice to defend the earth, and does so by using a variety of attacks that keep the viewers entertained with how much action-packed it is. He's also immune to any lightning attack since he was born from lightning. However, since he was initially a toy, there are some flaws of Hero Man, which include his inability to speak and requiring someone to control him to attack. Overall, despite not discussing any severe themes, this show is filled with action and comedy enough to keep the viewers interested to make their quarantine time well spent.
あんたは
私村美。
普通に自己紹介されても人魚だよな。尾びれはボロボロだけど。
にゃん、そげんミランドって。
Muromi-san. Next up on my list is Muromi-san. Muromi-san's a mermaid that appears to be in her teen years, but is a legendary creature aging thousands of years old, and are actually guardians of the earth. She enjoys visiting humans and watching their culture, so she eventually meets a boy whom she nicknames Takun. She has a cheerful personality and gets sexually excited very quickly, but at times when the person she is with has no manners can make her very serious as well. This unique personality of Muromi-san is one of the reasons it never gets boring to watch this show.
しまった。
Neppu Kariko Bushi Road. Next up on my list is an anime movie, Neppu Kariko Bushi Road. The story takes place when the world's at the mercy of the poisoned beings known as shinobi. They can overpower human beings and have struck fear into the hearts of the entire human race. To protect themselves, people eventually move to a place known as Kariku. The only ray of hope mankind has is to find the holy weapon Giga Road and the legendary warrior Yagyu. Amidst all this, Amy, a young princess, rises to bring the human race back to its mandate. On her journey, she saves the life of a young man who's a Yagyu named Suo, and he's the last of his kind. They both start developing romantic feelings with each other, making this journey a serious one with a slight flavour of romance, deserving it a spot on this list.
これをトニスは生きている。
ハミュッツメセタを殺すため。
そう、ハミュッツメセタを殺せ。
ハミュッツメセタを殺せ。
Tatako Shishi. If you're looking for an anime with an exciting plot, a serious theme, and fiery battles, then the next anime on our list is the one for you. In the world of Tatakoshishi, deceased people are turned into books. Through those books, one can learn all about that person's life. However, these books are stored in a library known as Bantora Library. The library is maintained by armed librarians who won't allow the average individual to read them. These librarians also have an enemy cult who goes by the name Shindeki. The main protagonist is a female named 𝐜𝐴𝐚𝐧𝐽𝐸 who has a lust for battle and actually wants to find an opponent that can kill her one day. She certainly isn't the kind of character you could ever get bored of watching. Along with the main protagonist, the story also has quite a few exciting and badass characters who have the right amount of depth to them, and each character has some sort of unique ability that can turn the tides in their favor during battle.
いい格好はさせない。島の防衛は私たちがやる。そちらは本体を。はい。それじゃあみんな行くよー。前方了解。
𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐨𝐫𝐭. Next up is 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐸𝐸𝐨. Unlike most regular anime based on a manga or a light novel, this anime is based off a card game which in a way sets it apart from other anime. In the story, female characters from different worlds are brought to Earth and are trained to fight an alien race, Ouroboros. The setting itself is pretty unique. Each role in the team against Ouroboros is developed well enough. However, Saya in particular stands out from the rest and can be regarded as the protagonist. She's quite a relatable character who wants people to acknowledge her skills and develops very well as the series progresses. Overall, anyone looking for some comedy and action should try this one out. Mushibugyo. In the feudal era of Japan, giant insects known as mushi have started appearing and attacking. In reply to these conditions, a city patrol establishment was necessary. The Muhi magistrate regulated the city patrol. The protagonist of the series is a young man named Jinbei Tsukishima, who's the son of a samurai. His father, who was once falsely accused, paid the price by having his leg amputated. This anime is also action-filled and with interesting and strong characters. They aren't just secure in their physical abilities, but also mentally as well. Each of these characters also has a unique skill set that sets them apart from other city patrol members. This makes the anime well worth the list. Bloody Wars. In this pandemic of the coronavirus, why not watch an anime related to an epidemic? Which is why my next entry on the list is Bloody Wars. In the world of Bloody Wars 60 years ago, an insomnia pandemic occurred and everyone couldn't sleep. The victims became completely sleep-deprived and went mad. Humanity developed medicine to cure the insomnia, but a flaw of the drug was that it turned humans into vampires. Soon after, humanity went to war with the virus and came out victorious. However, the complete eradication of the vampires was something the humans couldn't do. Our protagonist is Mai Liu, who, born from both a human and vampire, wishes to unite the two groups as his parents are a reflection of how the love between vampires and humans is possible. The theme alone can be a reason to watch this anime.
帰りなんて帰ってきやしない。きっと昼の星にバレるだけだ。ちっぽけでくだらない僕の願いがね。そして昼の星は僕を笑う。
Fractale. Do you think technology is slowly growing to a point where humans won't be able to control it, or do you think that it can only make our lives better? Regardless of your opinion on this question, if you're interested in anime that discuss these themes, you're more than likely to like the anime Fractale. Set in a future dystopia disguised as utopia, Fractale is a satellite-based virtual reality system. Our main protagonist, named 𝐒𝐻𝐴, has virtual parents given by the Fractale system. He doesn't despise them, but usually keeps them turned off. He's more interested in things of the past, like the smartphone or digital camera. Soon he comes to realize the truth of the Fractale system that would change his view of it completely. Overall, how the anime gives us an insight into how technology affects us without realizing it is truly astounding. Blaze Blue Alter Memory. Up next, the setup of this anime is also in the far future of the 22nd century. This anime is also unique as it's based on a video game that goes by the name BlazBlue Calamity Trigger and BlazBlue Continuum Shift. The story starts with the human race in 2199 eagerly awaiting the 23rd century on the night of New Year's Eve. Word quickly spreads that 𝐜𝐴𝐴 the Blood Edge has appeared on the 13th hierarchical city, who has a vast amount of bounty on his head as he tried to destroy the Novus Orbis. The Novus Orbis consists of people with too much power as they control the world and they're up to no good, according to 𝐜𝐴𝐴 the Blood Edge. This is why he must rebel against them.
その汚ねえ足をどけろって言ってんだよ。
Chain Chronicles. Next up, we have another anime that's based off a game, and it's Chain Chronicle. In the story, the continent of 𝐸𝐴𝐴 is a place where humans peacefully coexist with other magical creatures. One day, a mysterious group called the Black Army appears out of nowhere and starts conquering lands. The Holy King, along with his troops, retaliated against the Black Army. However, the efforts were in vain as the war was lost. One man decides to retaliate even after the battle's lost, which, as you've guessed it, is our protagonist, and he doesn't even have a name. Since it's a show about retaliation against the Black Army where the odds are against our heroes, one of the themes about the show is how hope is a vital thing and struggling against despair is the ultimate challenge for human beings.
射撃開始。
𝐒𝐻𝐴𝐴𝐵𝐿. Up next, we have another excellent alien invasion anime. In this story, aliens have come out of nowhere and have started invading Earth with their entire existence being shrouded in mystery. They vary significantly in size, ranging anywhere from between 3 meters to 60 meters. Based on the size and other aspects, the aliens can be divided into many classes, with the laser class being the biggest threat, since it plays a significant role in stripping humanity of air superiority. The story follows the East German Army's 666th TSF Squadron. Their orders carry top priority, and to get the job done, it's not too uncommon for them to leave behind their allies. The main character is Theodor Ederbach. He doesn't hold any love for the East German Army or the alien force and is riding wherever fate takes him. This unique personality is fun to watch as he finds the personal purpose of his life along the journey.
What in the hell are you? Bastard!
Your powers are useless against me.
Witch Hunter Robin. Up next on my list is an anime about witch hunting. However, things aren't as simple as hunting down the witches. The human race has a massive portion of the population with genes that can turn them into witches midway through their lives. The transformation gives them much more power than the average human, but at the price of them completely losing their sanity. Witch hunters themselves are people who have these genes that could potentially turn them into witches. However, for some unknown reason, they only develop the power of witches without losing their sanity. This gives them the chance to hunt witches in service to humanity. Our main protagonist, Robin, is a 15-year-old empathetic and strong girl, along with a 25-year-old man named Armon, no, not the one in Tokyo Ghoul, set out on a journey to discover the truth about the witch genes alongside hunting witches. Heroic Age. Next up on my list is an anime that has so many epic space battles in it that you'll be glued to the screen throughout the entire show. I'm talking about the anime Heroic Age. In this anime, these superior beings called the Golden Tribe can make the universe and planets and possess godlike powers. They set a death match between 3 tribes of the universe: the Silver Tribe, the Bronze Tribe, and the Heroic Tribe, since the Heroic Tribe were already mighty. The Golden Tribe decided to eliminate them before the battle even began. As the battle between the 2 tribes rages on, humanity also decided to participate in the fight. The Golden Tribe chose to turn the Bronze and Silver Tribe against humanity to make them lose since they were the last ones to join in the battle. Humans set out to locate survivors of the heroic tribe. They discover someone with enough power to single-handedly win battles on an intergalactic level. The person was named 𝐒𝐻, whose character is fun and straightforward since all he wants to do is fight strong opponents. He joins the humans to help them win the war.
はい。
そなたに王の証であるこの王冠を授けよ。
Sakura Quest. The next anime on my list is a one-of-a-kind slice-of-life anime that goes by the name of Sakura Quest. Sakura is your regular everyday girl who's raised in a rural area of Japan. She moved to Tokyo and got a degree in the hopes of securing a job and leading a stable life. Just like anyone else, she wishes to get ahead in life and lives a peaceful one. We can all relate to this aspect of her character. However, she ends up being rejected by nearly every company when she applies for a job. She ends up luckily getting a job with the tourism board of the economically struggling Manayama village as their queen, which marks the beginning of her story. 𝐜𝐻𝐴 the animation. The next anime on my list is one with an exotic setting. In this anime, the Valiant Kingdom launches a hunting attack to those who perform witchcraft and execute them. At least that's what's told to the people of the nation. In reality, the purpose of the hunt is to kill the protectors of humanity, known as 𝐒𝐻𝐴 Knights. One of the 𝐒𝐻𝐴 Knights is our protagonist, Leon Louise, who's just 17 years old. He inherits the legendary armor of the Golden Knight, making him a mighty foe. He seeks to avenge the death of his mother and bears a great sense of hatred for the kingdom. Mahou Shoujo Ikeisei Geikaku. Looking for an anime that has a lot of cute girls? Then the next anime that goes by the name Mahou Shoujo Ikeisei Geikaku is the one for you. Unless you don't like a lot of violence and gore, that is. Yes, you heard that right. This is an anime combination of cuteness and violence. Mahou Shoujo Ikeisei Geikaku translates to a magical girl raising project, which is a game for your phone. If you're good enough at it, you can become a magical girl in real life, but the select few who do become magical girls end up discovering that they've been forced into a survival battle with their life on the line. The setup makes it a must-watch. Denpa Teke no Kanojo. Next up is an anime that loners will find an interest in because the protagonist of the series, Jujuzawa from the anime Denpa Teke no Kanojo, wants to be left alone. One day he's approached by Ame Ochibana, who claims to have known him in a previous life and offered herself as his knight. Initially, being the loner he was, he turns down the offer, but after discovering that a classmate is murdered, he decides to accept her help. This anime has a great plot twist waiting for you, so I'd recommend you don't miss out on this one.
そうちゃんも食べていいわよこれが若さかってね
ったくどうした
なんでもない
𝐸 Twin Tail Ninarimasu. Don't you love the twin tail hairstyle of anime girls? Come on, there's no point in staying in denial even if you aren't obsessed with them. You've got to admit that they're gorgeous. And that's why the next anime on this list is literally about girls with twin tails. The story starts off with our protagonist Soji Mitsuka, who's obsessed with analysing the twin tail hairstyle of any girl he lays eyes on. Soon, a mysterious girl comes in contact with him and tells him that monsters from outer space are attacking the Earth to claim all the twin tails for themselves. She then gives him twin tails of his own to fight the aliens. And yes, the twin tails do give him superpowers. There is, however, one price he pays for acquiring the twin tails, and it's that he turns into a girl. This makes for an interesting setup that keeps you laughing, so that's why you should definitely try this anime.
この人誰ですか？
知らない人
𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥. The next anime on our list is 𝐒𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥, which is an anime that's a unique combination of mechs, samurais, and aliens. Now that may sound weird, but the action in the anime is truly top-notch. It follows the story of two characters named Yukino Shirahane and a young samurai called Kenosuke Tokisada Oma. Together they fight an extraterrestrial force called 𝐸𝐸, who are invading the planet to collect all the fragments of an artifact called the Pivot Stone so they can dominate the Earth. Together they fight the alien invasion to save the planet. Well folks, that concludes our list of top 20 non-mainstream anime you should watch this quarantine. Now if you liked the video, which I know you have since you've watched it this far, why don't you give us a like, because if this video hits 10k likes, we'll do another 20 anime you should watch this quarantine to ensure you don't get bored. So go ahead and smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. Till then, see ya!